Hi, I'm Barry. We've now cut all the lengths of the wallpaper that we need to line our ceiling, and if you refer back to one of our other videos you'll see how we actually did that, and I'll put a link to that on this video. So we've got the wallpaper all down, we've overlapped it so it's just over the edge, okay, so we don't want to get any paste on our table, and then I've mixed up some paste. I'm just going to roll it on. Okay, I've shown you how to do that before, but again I'm just going to show you how to do the concertina folds that we use for actually doing this. And we use this fold for long lengths of paper, ceilings, and like staircases maybe, but it's a really effective fold. It's nice and easy to manage. Okay, so I'm just going to paste two up very quickly. Okay, and then I'm just going to show you how I'm not going to put a full piece on to this little section that we've got here. I'm going to trim it down, and I'll show you a way of doing that as well. So I'm just going to roll this on. Okay, the beauty of using a roller is it makes it nice and even. It's also very quick. Okay, so just check that you've got it all pasted. Okay, don't be afraid of putting any paste on it. Okay, because then it obviously misses and patches that it doesn't stick properly. Okay, and then it can soak unevenly as well, and it's good paper to practice on, this lining paper. Okay. Okay, don't forget, if you're using a brush, don't brush back in, always brush outwards. Okay, so that's one in. And then it's our concertina fold. Okay, so I'm going to come to about here, I think. Okay, so just don't make them too big initially. That's perfect. Okay, and then as you lift it up, just give it a whack. See if it's starting to crease there. Okay, so I'm doing it slowly. Okay, and then just put your hand down. And if you haven't got it quite on there, if I just do it wrongly or incorrectly, if you haven't quite got it there, you can put your hand on it and just twist it. Okay, so it's all correctly aligned and it soaks at the same time, and it'll soak evenly. Okay, so pull it over now. Final piece here, just fold that over. Okay. So we'll give that a good few minutes, okay, before we actually put that one up. But I'm just going to trim this now so you can see. Again, we don't want to take this full length up there because it's only a short piece. So if you remember, it was 290mm. Okay, so I'm just going to flatten these down a touch and show you a little technique of actually how to cut it. Okay, it's something to practice because you don't want to be marking it with a pencil. Okay, especially if you've got like a finished pattern paper. Okay, so I'm just going to spin this around. Just makes it a bit easier for me. Okay, so I've got my tape measure. Okay, I'm going to put it on right on the edge of this table here. So it's nice and straight. And then because it's 29mm, I'm going to give myself a bit of a chance, so I might make it sort of like 33. Okay, so I'm just going to run this down the edge of the table. I'm going to press here, okay, on the tape measure. Okay, and I'll run my finger along the edge of the paste table there. Okay. Again, we don't need to be too accurate with this because again, we're not trying to fit it in. We're going to have some excess overhanging because we don't know how straight the line of the ceiling line is going to be. So just pull this down. See, I'm pressing, and it's creating that mark. Okay, you can use a pencil on this, it doesn't really matter, but it's good practice just for getting used to when you're doing your pattern papers. And then now, just get my scissors. Okay, I'm just going to snip through these. Okay, again, these are quite long, these lengths. Again, we don't need to be too accurate. Okay. Now the way that the paper's positioned, or the way the pattern's set or the paper's set out, we may be able to use this on some of these other strips on the other side. So we'll keep an eye out for that, and we'll keep this to one side and we'll save it. Okay, right, we'll give this a good 5 minutes to soak, and while that's soaking, we'll paste the other one up. So once we've hung this, then we can hang the other one straight afterwards.